Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Go, check, Bobcat, check, go.
He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Minnesota.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space. You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
To the air once more is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Nowhere to get away, and he's gonna go down. We are through 1. It's the Vikings with the edge. Or from MetLife Stadium after this. The Vikings looking for 3, bring out the field goal unit. This one from just under 50 yards. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10.
19 Lion. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Cowboy.
A loss of 7. Brings up 2nd and 17.
Now they'll set up to throw. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that 1st down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Track at 60. Check go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield.
And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Yeah. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
Let's go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Motion man is Hyatt.
Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Go, Reed, go.
to the ground. He'll get it again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come 19, come 19. Check go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the Giants first down. The defense a little lax there. They gave up 9, facing 4th and 4.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On the handoff, here comes Tracy. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That is brought in. And he will score. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. They'll set up the screen with Hawkinson. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. The tight end Hawkinson starts the motion. That one taken in. Touchdown, Vikings.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The PAT, up and good. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, set. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Throwing now on first and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Back to the air again on second, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
Let's go.
His drive will start on the ground. He'll get about 2. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. Second down and 8. Now this looks like a design run, and he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Isaiah Simmons comes up to end that one. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. That is Bradley Chubb. Tough to stop. He comes up with the sack. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. So we come upon halftime, and the visitors, the Vikings, on top as we get you down to Florida. Orlando specifically. It's where the coach is. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cougar 19. Go.
Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second. And they will not get the snap off in time, and it's going to back them up halfway. That'll march them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
They're on the 46-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Sending a receiver right. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
18 Cotton, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Buffalo 18. Hut, hut.
He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Here we go, here we go. 18 Pioneer.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. No chance at all. He'll go down. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. We're all set to kick this one away. And he's going to be knocked down before he can even think about returning that one. Whoa! So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Warrior 70. Here we go. Set. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Mustang 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. There he goes, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Vikings have got it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
And this will be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he had to push through one tackler, but is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain here.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. This one complete right side. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 35-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
19 Lions. Dragon 60.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Metellus. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Let's go now.
To throw is McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. And before the snap, there is movement up front. This sequence not going as planned. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Great job by this defense. Nowhere near the end zone as we get to 4th and goal. The Vikings looking for 3. Bring out the field goal unit. This from 30 yards out. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
To the ground, a first down run. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down. That's a loss on the play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now they'll set up to throw. Open man is Robinson.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Go!
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
And he will have a Giants first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw. The throw on the run is complete. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Come on, set!
On the give, it's Tracy. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. He'll drop to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
65 cats, set! 18 Rattler. Stop below 18. Hut.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Trailing late. They've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. They convert with a gain of 15. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Chap 60, come 19, ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Panther 11, Panther 11.
From the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot...
And he will score! Game on! Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. York, good on the extra point. And the Giants are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return man thinks twice about it, but he doesn't bring it out, and this is a touchback. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. That one good for 15 and a first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. will give on the ground. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. Third and 6. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's out of bounds in great shape. Down at the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making...
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. A run now on second down. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And the Vikings are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Typically, I'm the first one to be screaming up here to keep your offense on the field. Be aggressive and go for it. But I think at this stage of the fourth quarter, possessions are at a premium. I think you take this field.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
The kick is good. Makes the score Vikings 27, Giants 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
At their own 36-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. And more of the same. Another interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just 1 game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Here's a 2nd and 12. To a knee goes McCarthy. And that should about wrap this one up. So it is